Okay, so you want to work with animals, like really get your hands dirty, make a difference as an animal handler.
It's a rewarding career path, definitely.
Right.
But you got to get through that interview first.
Right. Like you love animals, you probably got tons of experience, but how do you show them you're the one?
That's what we're diving into today, how to make those answers sing, show them you're more than just enthusiasm.
Love it. Okay, imagine this. You're in the interview and they ask, tell us about your experience working with animals. Where do you even begin?
Everyone's expecting the I've loved animals forever. You got to go deeper. Think specific, think impactful.
So instead of just saying, I volunteered at a shelter, we're talking about what?
Give them a story. At the shelter, I wasn't just cleaning kennels, I was learning how each dog liked to be handled during feeding time. Made him feel safe.
Show them you're paying attention to the little things, the individual animal stuff.
Bingo! That's what makes a good animal handler great. And be ready for follow-ups.
Like what? Give me an example.
They might ask, what was the toughest animal you've dealt with? They want to see you problem solve.
Oh, I bet they all have a story about that. So how do you answer it without sounding flustered?
Stay calm. Think of a time you had to be resourceful. Maybe a scared foster cat. You used pheromone sprays, made a safe space. It shows initiative.
Adaptability, too.
Yeah.
Each animal's different. They need a tailored approach.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to say you learned something from a challenging situation. Shows growth, right?
Definitely. Okay, so we've talked experience, but then comes safety. That's huge EE in this field.
It's non-negotiable. If they ask, how do you ensure safety? They're testing your knowledge of protocols.
Time to show off those handling techniques, how to spot an animal's stress, basic first aid, the whole 9 yards.
You got it. Be ready to talk about quarantine procedures of preventing disease outbreaks. The more specific, the better.
And this is where I think RoleCatcher's AI can be super helpful.
Totally. Remember, their AI scans job descriptions, pulls out keywords. You can practice interview questions tailored to the exact role.
It's like having a cheat sheet, but it's totally legit. Okay, hit me with another curveball question. Interviewers love those, right?
Oh, they do. How about this? Describe a time you handled an aggressive animal.
Okay, deep breath, everyone. This isn't about showing off how tough you are.
It's about staying calm under pressure, making smart decisions that put the animal's well-being first.
51st.
Always. Right. Talk about a time you de-escalated a situation. Maybe a dog at a shelter reactive to others. What steps did you take? What did you learn?
And be ready for those follow-up questions.
Yeah.
How would you prevent that from happening again?
That's your moment to talk about animal body language, positive reinforcement, really being an advocate for the animal.
It's like being their voice, understanding what they're trying to tell you even when they can't use words.
Exactly. Now, shifting gears a bit, staying up to date, how important is that for an animal handler?
Oh, huge EE.
Yeah.
New research, training methods, it's always evolving, right?
Absolutely. So be ready for them to ask, how do you stay informed?
Time to whip out those industry journals, right?
Exactly. Mention publications, workshops, online courses, anything that shows you're invested in professional growth.
And RoleCatcher swoops in again. Their platform tracks industry trends, even suggests courses based on your goals.
They really do go above and beyond. It's like having a personalized career advisor. Speaking of career, let's get real for a sec.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the emotional toll. This job's not all cuddles and happy puppies, is it?
It's fulfilling, but it can be tough. Interviewers want to know you can handle the emotional side, too.
So if they ask, how do you cope with animal illness or loss? What's the best approach?
Honesty. Acknowledge it's difficult. Talk about your support system, self-care practices. Maybe you journal, meditate, spend time with your own pets.
It's acknowledging compassion fatigue is real. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly. And part of filling your cup is connecting with others. Teamwork, it's essential in this field.
Oh, for sure. You've got vets, trainers, other handlers. It's a collaborative effort.
Right. So be ready for. How do you work with others to ensure the best care?
Okay, teamwork time. So what are they really looking for here?
Communication skills, being a team player. Talk about a time you collaborated, maybe assisted a vet or worked with a trainer on a behavior issue.
And what about disagreements? Those happen in any job.
Oh, they definitely do. Be prepared to talk about how you handle those. It's about advocating for the animal while respecting others' opinions.
It's finding that balance, right? You're all on the same team,
Yeah.
working towards the same goal.
Exactly. And part of that goal is making sure those animals thrive, not just survive, but really thrive.
Yes. So how do you answer the question about ensuring they get proper nutrition, exercise, enrichment, all that good stuff.
Get specific. Talk about dietary needs, exercise routines, how you combat boredom with enrichment activities.
Like puzzle feeders, scent trails, different textures for them to explore.
You got it. Show them you understand. It's not one size fits all. A puppy's needs are different from a senior cat's.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay, one more thing I've got to ask about because it seems small, but it's so important. Record keeping.
Ah, yes, the unsung hero of animal care.
Seriously. So how do you convince them you're a record-keeping rock star?
Highlight that you get it. Accurate records matter for the animal's well-being for legal reasons.
And if you've used specific software or systems before, mention that. Shows you're tech savvy.
Absolutely. Speaking of tech savvy, remember RoleCatcher. They can help you present those skills effectively.
Like having a professional resume writer, but for animal care. Okay, let's be real. Things don't always go as planned when you work with animals, right?
Never a dull moment. That's why they might ask, how do you handle emergencies?
Time to channel your inner first responder.
Think about how you'd react. Stay calm, assess the situation, provide basic first aid if needed, and of course, call the vet immediately.
And communication is key. Being clear, concise can make a huge difference in those moments.
Absolutely. It's about staying calm and collected under pressure.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here, but there's one question I think trips people up. Why do you want to be an animal handler? Seems simple, but
It's deceptively deep.
it is. You love animals, we get it. But what else?
Dig deeper. Is it working with a specific species? Making a difference in their lives? The challenge of behavior work? Connected to you?
This is your chance to show them what makes you tick, what gets you excited to clock in every day.
And be genuine. They can spot a canned answer a mile away.
Authenticity is key.
Yeah.
Show them that spark, that passion. That's what makes you memorable.
It's about finding what lights you up within this field and letting that enthusiasm shine through.
Because who doesn't love a passionate coworker?
Speaking of things we love, RoleCatcher. We've got to give them some love again.
Absolutely. Their tools are so helpful for this career path. Like, remember that staying up-to-date question?
Oh yeah, reading those industry magazines. Who even has time for all that?
Exactly. RoleCatcher curates articles and resources just for your job search.
Okay, that is pretty slick. It's like they're doing the heavy lifting for you. Right. No more endless Googling, just relevant info at your fingertips. And their AI, it doesn't stop there. Remember the STAR method for answering those behavioral questions?
Yes. STAR: situation, task, action, result. Gotta love a good framework to keep your answers on track.
Well, RoleCatcher analyzes your practice answers and tells you if you're using the STAR method effectively.
Hold on, it's like having a personal interview coach, but AI-powered. That's amazing.
It is. And speaking of things that are amazing but maybe a little overlooked, we keep talking about the mental and emotional demands of this job.
Yeah, it's not always sunshine and puppy breath. It's serious stuff.
Exactly. So RoleCatcher have a whole section on well-being for animal care professionals.
Wait, really? I've never seen that on a career platform before.
It's pretty cool. Articles, tips, even guided meditations specifically for dealing with stress, burnout, all those things that come with the territory.
Because honestly, if you're not taking care of yourself, how can you possibly give your best to the animals?
100%. Self-care is not selfish. It's essential. And on that note, let's loop back to those technical skills, like that record-keeping question.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love a good spreadsheet, am I right?
Right. But seriously, RoleCatcher's database is full of real job descriptions, and you'd be surprised how often specific software comes up.
So you're saying I can tailor my answer to match what they're using. Smart.
Exactly. Shows them you're already thinking about their specific needs. Okay, one final question. I know trips people up. You've nailed all the technical stuff, the passion's there, even got some cool enrichment ideas up your sleeve.
Hit me with it. What's the curveball?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
The dreaded future goals question. Okay, so do I need to have my whole life planned out?
Definitely not. It's more about showing you're ambitious, thinking long-term.
So maybe mention wanting to specialize in something like training or behavior.
Exactly. Or maybe leadership roles are more your thing. Or, hey, maybe you dream of opening your own rescue one day.
Ooh, now that's the dream. But no matter what, keep it real. They'll see through a canned answer, right?
For sure. Just be genuine, enthusiastic, and most importantly, tie those goals back to the position. Show them this job fits into your bigger picture.
It's all about demonstrating you're invested in this as a career, not just a job.
Absolutely. And hey, bonus points if you mention you used RoleCatcher to prepare. They love to hear that.
Okay, we're basically walking, talking RoleCatcher ads at this point. But they're great tools.
Right. They can give you an edge, for sure. But at the end of the day, it's about you, your passion, your knowledge. That's what really lands the job.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So go out there and shine. You got this. So
Yeah.
much good stuff packed into this deep dive. We talked about owning those interview questions, staying ahead of the curve in this field.
And of course, we can't forget our trusty sidekick, RoleCatcher. Their AI tools are a game changer for sure.
Seriously. But, at the end of the day, it all comes back to that fire in your belly.
That's what it's all about, that genuine passion for animals.
Exactly. No fancy resume or interview trick can replace that.
It shines through every time, and interviewers can spot it a mile away.
So to everyone out there dreaming of working with animals,
Go for it. Don't let anything hold you back.
prepare, practice, believe in yourself.
And never lose sight of that love for animals that brought you here in the first place.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's a wrap on this deep dive, everyone.
Until next time.
Keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep.